Okay, so this is it. This is my AdSense PIN, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about how to get the AdSense PIN. And in case you don't get yours, I'm also going to tell you what to do, because I've heard about people that couldn't verify their AdSense accounts because they didn't get the PIN and they just forgot about their AdSense accounts. There's something you can do to get paid through AdSense even without verifying your PIN. Alright, so let's begin. So I believe there's two ways to get an AdSense account. You can get it either by having a YouTube channel or a blog. For people that create apps, I believe they get paid through AdMob. I don't know a lot about AdMob, so I'm going to keep that one aside. So if you have a YouTube channel, after you get monetized, you'll be able to connect your YouTube channel to your AdSense account. It's the same if you have a website. And after you get to $10, they're going to ask you to verify your identity. I've made a video about this. It's the first video on my channel because this is one of the things that I had issues with when I started all my online journeys and making money online. So when you get to $10, they're going to ask you to verify your identity, and they accept different identity cards. For me, I used a voter's card, but you can also use your driver's license and your national ID card. Not NIN, that one is different. That slip, it's different. They don't accept it. And even if you print out the PDF file and you go and print it on a plastic card, they won't accept it either. I have tested it, it didn't work. So you can use your voter's card, your driver's license, and the upgraded national ID card. If you know what I mean, then you can use that one. So after you have verified your identity, the next thing you're going to have to do is verify your address. Now to specify your address, all you have to do is just open up AdSense, click on payments, and I think you click on payment info. Next, you scroll down till you see your name, and then you click on manage settings. After that, you'll see a space called name and address. So you edit that and then you input your address. That is where you want the PIN to be sent to. And after that, you click save. So after you have submitted your ID and it has been verified, I forgot to mention that you can also submit your international passport. That one is also accepted. So to verify your address, a PIN will be sent to the address that you provided. Now the PIN will take 3 or 4 weeks before it will get to your post office, because that is how it has been for me with AliExpress. Whenever AliExpress sends me a product, I have to wait for 3 or 4 weeks before I get the product. So I just imagine it will be the same for AdSense, and it technically is. So after you get the code, then you go back to AdSense and then you apply the code, and that's it. So in my experience, for me to get the PIN, I applied for the PIN on the 23rd of December last year. I got the PIN on the 20th of January this year. So what happened was I went to the post office on, I think, the 19th. Yes, I went to the post office on the 19th and I told them that I was there to check if I had a mail. And they asked me if my phone number was on the mail, and I said no, because I know that AdSense does not impute your phone number when they are sending the letter, because this is not the first time I've tried this. Like I said, if you have been watching my older videos, I have helped someone create an AdSense account and create a YouTube channel that got monetized, and they got the PIN. So when I saw it, there was no phone number, there was just the address and the name. I told them that the letter most likely didn't have a phone number, but it has my address and my name. So I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and the guy went in to check for it. He said he didn't find it, but he told me to write down my phone number, and if the mail came, then he would call me. So I wrote down my phone number and I gave him the piece of paper and I left. Now, I have watched so many videos on people that got their PIN, and they always encourage that you drop something, you give them an incentive to call you whenever they get the PIN. I didn't do that because I don't know, that is not who I am. I can appreciate people after they have helped me, but giving you something to help me is not something I'm comfortable doing. If you don't want to help me, fine. I know that with AdSense, I can always verify my address without actually getting the PIN. So with that mentality, you just need to be patient if it comes to this. Well, anyways, I gave them my number, and the very next day they called me in the morning and told me that my PIN had arrived. So I feel like the PIN was there, but maybe they didn't search well before they came back and told me that it wasn't there, because within 12 hours it was there. Anyways, anything is possible. So I went back there and he gave me the PIN, and that was when I actually gave him something to show my appreciation. So yeah, that is how I got my AdSense PIN. And I believe that is how it's going to be for most of the people that will be watching this video. All you have to do is just input your address in the space provided for your address, and then you just have to wait for a couple of weeks for the mail to be sent. I believe if you live in somewhere like Europe, you should get the PIN faster because the PIN is actually from France. That's what I can see here. So I think it was sent to the UK and then to France. I'm not really sure, but I can see something related to France and the UK in the address section. So that was how I got the PIN. Alright, so for those of you that haven't gotten your PIN yet, you have to apply for it 4 times. So when you apply for it the first time, you have to wait for 3 weeks and then you apply for it again. I applied twice and I believe the next one is coming, but it's going to be the same PIN. And when they call me at the post office, I'll tell them not to worry that I don't need it anymore. They should just maybe burn it or whatever they want to do. So after you have applied 4 times and you don't get the PIN, or you go to the post office, they don't find it, then here's what you can do. You just need to head over to AdSense and then you go to where you are supposed to input your PIN. You're going to see a link that says learn more. So you click on that link and then you scroll down, you'll see a link that says PIN Troubleshooter. So you click on that link as well, and then you're going to get a form. You fill up the form, and after filling up the form, they're going to ask you to upload your proof of address. So I think they accept bank statements, your ID card. I don't know what else, because bank statements and ID cards are the things that I've used. And yeah, you can upload either of those things. You can also upload the same ID card that you uploaded to verify your address, as long as it has your address written on it. So like a voter's card will work, and driver's license should also work, because I know that the driver's license has the address. So after uploading any of those documents, your AdSense account should be fully verified. So try to remember that you have to apply for it 4 times. You have to apply for the PIN 4 times before you can do this. Unless maybe in the future this changes, then this video will be obsolete. So yeah, just try that and your AdSense account should be back to normal. That's all for this video. If you have questions, you can leave them in the comments, and yeah, I'll be seeing you in the next video. Subscribe if you haven't.